Want to welcome everybody here. Thank you for coming out. A pleasant evening tonight. Not too bad. As we check out the Mayan Parman time sign, 41 degrees, don't believe it, but that's another story altogether. They're on fast time. That should be about 31 degrees. Coming up first is going to be Lebanon Police Chief Wally Brady and Marion County Sheriff Jimmy Clements. We were told a little earlier that Sheriff Clements is going to have a very special person riding with him, and Charlie Garrett. And all I can say is, Charlie, are you in the front seat or the back seat? And we'll find out very shortly. It's supposed to be in the front seat, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we see you coming. And that's going to be, should be Chief Brady on the far side. Should be Sheriff Jimmy Clements here on the near side here at the stage area. Again, Chief Wally Brady and Marion County Sheriff Jimmy Clements behind them as they are approaching. You'll note our Marion County Veterans Honor Guard, and right behind them will be the Veterans Honor Guard and bus. There's Charlie hanging out the window now. And you did make the front seat, I see. Ladies and gentlemen, let us, if we do nothing else, would you applaud as our honor guard passes more or less in review. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your service. These guys go out in all kinds of weather and do a fantastic job. Very much appreciated. Coming up next, Mr. Hayden Johnson, Marion County Emergency Management. He has his lights, he has his sirens, he has his antennas, and all are working well, thank you. Mr. Hayden Johnson, he's the guy that if we do have a disaster, will be there in a moment. Coming up next, your fire truck from the Lebanon Fire Department, the ladder truck. Thanks to these folks for all that they do. And if you ever have a need for a fire department, you really do appreciate them. Lebanon Fire Truck, ladder truck, and right behind them, the Raywick Fire Department. Folks, thank you for all that you do. I used to get a robot at Christmas made that sound. Here again, Raywick Fire Truck with a ladder on the side. They're ready for anything. Again, as they come by, wave and try to let them know how much you appreciate them. From Gravel Switch, the Gravel Switch Fire Department. And thanks to these folks for what they do on the eastern end of the county. Very much appreciated. Now, coming up next is going to be something a lot of us take for granted. You get a bill from these folks about every month. This is where part of that money goes, and when you do not have electricity, whatever the weather, they are there. This is Inter-County Energy Truck. This is their bucket truck that they use to get up high and do some very dangerous work, but keep us with the lights going, and somebody's got a generator hooked on that bad boy. What, no flashing lights? Work on that for next Christmas, would you please? And apparently they're pushing the next entry. I did ask them not to come too fast. I think this next group took it on our word. We wanted to give them time. This is going to be Karen and Sherby King. I don't see any lights flashing, but I do see lights. Lebanon Main Street and WLSK Radio would like to thank you for turning out here this evening, and for all of those who've entered into the parade. Big Dave over here with the camera and the hood. By the way, you notice he's a UK fan, or he couldn't find his Cardinal hood. I'm not sure. There you go. Stand back, Mary Lou. We don't want to be hit by any flying debris. This is Karen and Sherby King driving their 2006 United States Coast Guard themed Honda Goldwing with a sidecar. And I noticed that Sherby's pretty smart. He's doing the driving. They both, by the way, served in the Coast Guard and would like to wish all veterans and military members a very safe and Merry Christmas.
Look at the lights on there.
Billy and Debbie Chesser driving something I'd like to have, but can't afford. Honda Goldwing trike. Now trike, I can ride a trike, as long as there's not an engine on it. Actually, I wrecked one of those once. This is going to be your Marion County Association for the Handicap Float. And Merry Christmas to each and to every one. Staying pretty warm out there, not too fast. Looking good. Merry Christmas to you. Well, we used to have to go a block over to see one on the tracks. Now they're gone, but they still got the train coming. This is your Christmas Express trackless train. And it's loaded for bear. 100.9. There's almost room in that coal bin there behind him, but they got it covered up with the lights. Merry Christmas to you. Bringing up the caboose. Your Marion County High School Fighting Knights Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, give them the hand they deserve. I was in the band once, and they put in a tremendous amount of time. Thanks to the Marion County High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you. Don't let those mouthpieces get too cold, they'll freeze to your lips. Here at our stand now, the Open Arms Community Church Youth, their Christmas float. And I want to know who's going to get in what box to see what's there. Tis the season for hope. This is the 12 Kids for a Cure, your American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Wonderful job they do every year. You'll notice the bags around the edge. You'll see those along a lot of the streets at various times. And now, Don Franklin's, the Franklin Family Lebanon. And I'll take 3 of these that are on the back, and I don't mean the kids. You want the, Dave wants the truck. Tell us about the truck, Dave.
Well, I want the truck out there. Why not?
Well, I don't know. If you can fight him over it, go right ahead. Doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't. Now coming up, is it Brian? No, that's not Brian Smith. Where's Brian at? B&D, pressure washing. They do a tremendous job for many areas that we're not aware. There's Brian. Hiding in the truck, are you? Sure. Got the heat turned on? Happy holidays from B&D Pressure Washing. And you can see they come ready to pressure wash just about anything. Here's your safety awareness float passing by in review. This is from Marion County Rescue. These, like the fire departments, ambulance service and all, are out to try and help. Do a great job. You are a good man, Charlie Brown. And speaking of Marion County EMS, here's Med 2. We can't see who's driving it. He's incognito. Your Marion County Emergency Medical Services, we hope you never need their service, but if you do, they're there to stand by and train. Look coming here, the dog of the parade. I see you got the old dog driving that thing, Larry Smith. Hey, fellas. And so irresistible. I couldn't read that for a while, then I separated the words on the list. This is the truck with banners, monogramming, embroidery. Applique, is that the way you say that, Mary Lou?
Embroidery.
Yes, but what about the word underneath it?
Irresistible.
Oh, get away from here. Your Lebanon Car World. Lebanon Enterprise, the best place to buy a car in Marion County, Lebanon Car World. And they're keeping a secret. Dave, do you have a ribbon to tie around this? We don't know what's in there. Could be.
Ooh, I don't know, but I'd like to find out.
I'll tell you what, if what's on the back is inside, I want to know how they got it there. Well, there's the mean man of Marion County himself. That's going to be Barkley Courtright, driving a 1955 Ford. Almost as old as Barkley. That'll be followed by, is that Butch Farmer? 1969. Oh, that's not Butch, is it? That's the unknown driver. Is this Butch? Yeah, that's Butch. 1969 Chevy Camaro. That was a 53 Chevy Bel Air in front of him. I may be slow and old, but I'll get there. And this is going to be Jan Rayleigh in a 1969 Camaro. They used to call them muscle cars, and you can see why. Mike Riggs driving a 57 Chevy. And it's convertible. What's that, sir? Oh, WLSK. Okay, now, in the driver's seat, for those who have tomatoes, sour apples, or whatever, is none other than Hal Be Good. Be good for what? We're not sure, but he's there. We had to put him somewhere where we can keep an eye on him.
You're listening to special Christmas music until 10 p.m. tonight on WLSD.
And here, oh my goodness, they let the Hamiltons loose with horses. Oh, be careful. Oh, and here comes the man of the hour, Santa Claus himself. Merry Christmas to you, Santa. Let's hear it from all the kids, young and old alike. Santa's going to be at the Marion County Heritage Center for those who would like to meet and greet with him.